Greetings, citizens of the world. As you all know, Mandy, the community manager from ImpactXP, she got fired, she got let go a few days ago, right? Well, today I'm going to expose the truth. I want the community to hear the truth. I want you to know the real reason why Mandy got fired, okay? I'm going to read an official statement from the ImpactXP official Twitter account. So you can see this is their official Twitter account, right? Jad, that's the owner of the ImpactXP token, alright? This statement was posted January 28th, 2022. Dear Impactors, as we all know, there has been some recent news of one of our core members no longer working with us. Our main focus is ImpactXP and how we can better our planet. Unfortunately, it has been brought to our attention from the community that there where Mendy does work hard, it was not for the best interest of our project. Where these decisions are never easy, this was in the best interest for our holders. We strive to make all communities feel safe, welcome, and supported. We thank Mendy for all of her effort and wish her the best for her future endeavors. Sincerely, Team Impact XP. Well, I'm going to be exposing the truth, as I mentioned earlier. The reason why Mandy got fired is because she was trying to make the communities feel welcome and supported. She was trying to spread positivity. She was trying to tell a group of individuals to stop attacking another community. As you stated, we strive to make all communities feel safe, welcome, and supported. Yet, you're going to fire your community manager for doing what she was supposed to do. Spread positivity, let other fudders, attackers, know that it's not right to attack other communities. Jad, Impact XP, okay? I'm going to play an audio file. These are actually Impact XP and Saitama holders, okay? Here we go. You guys be your own judge. I'm going to play this file. Here we go. Listen to where Mandy was trying to let them know to stop. But this individual's attacked her and disrespected her. Here we go.
Look at the
Respectfully,
top post.
Mendy.
Look at
Now, I
everybody.
understand the angle in which you
Real
coming
quick,
from,
Texas.
but you
Real
got to
quick.
look.
Look at the top post and everybody that's been fighting Saitama. We kept our mouth shut for months. And now,
How'd that work out for us?
and now we're gonna protect our fucking money, because if we were on the streets, I'm telling you, this wouldn't be happening. So if you don't want to be the voice, Mendy, I understand you have a big role to play, and that's okay. I don't expect you to, but I'm going to be the voice. Falchon's going to be the voice. Shaka's going to be the voice. Jonathan's going to be the voice for the people that don't have that voice. Nobody's going to fuck with our community and our fucking money no more. It's not going to happen.
And I have the proof.
I completely understand. If depending, most of you in here are new, like you're newer. Faltron knows me very well. I assure you, I have beyond earned my stripes with fighting with people.
Then at
Completely
this point, then
understand.
you should relax and sit on the sideline
But
and
I
let
also
them
know the
fight.
consequences of.
What are the consequences, Mandy? What are the
What is the end?
consequences?
What is
We're
the end?
adults.
What is
We're
it?
We're
adults. We
not
can
going to let
talk
them
about
fuck
whatever
with our
we want.
money anymore. That's the end
Yeah,
result.
Mendy,
that's the
Then go to the authorities. That is how that gets resolved. This
we're
is
gathering enough
American
information
money.
that could be
This
possible
is
to do that.
transactions
all
out of
right.
a bank.
But without evidence that's gathered from the community, we can't present that to the authorities anyway, Mendy.
You don't
We
have to
know how these
present it.
things
That's their
play out.
job.
They
You got to
they're
tell them the story and they figure it out. You tell them the story and they figure out
Nah,
what.
that's
nah
not
nah nah
exactly
nah.
how that
We're
works.
not going to
Respectfully,
can
coming from places that we come from, we know they're gonna
That's
be
not
slow. They're
exactly how
gonna be
that
slow
works.
with that type of stuff.
We from
If
the hood.
if there are
This is
people in this
DeFi. You're in
community,
the hood. You're in the hood right now. This is DeFi.
You are in the hoods and the trailer
We
parks
gotta
of
police
finance.
ourselves before these cops come in here and start policing us. So we're gonna stick up for our money, our investment, and our people.
Can I say something, please, people?
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, you heard it, folks. The group of individuals continue to attack Mendy, continue to disrespect her. Okay? I'm going to play a second audio file for you guys. Be your own judge. Open your ears, guys. Open your ears.
Communities overlap so much that they're almost the same community. It's almost infighting, but at the same time,
So why are we going to have?
you're not protecting. If you're not going to point it out, who is?
But here's the thing.
You know,
that community that you're sitting there, that you're mentioning, they cannot answer nor resolve the questions nor the answers to those questions. Do you understand? They can warn
I
them
do
and say,
understand
look,
that.
guys, they can say, look, warn them and say, look, guys, this is the truth about this token. If you want to stay invested, stay invested. If you don't, you don't. But I'm telling you, these are the truths. Arguing back and forth in the same community, as you just pointed out, resolves nothing.
And
You
also,
cannot
Mindy,
But what
point
it does
but
is it reinforces.
letting this happen and not saying anything also does nothing.
Exactly. Cliff reinforces his point and his lies every single day. If you don't do it also to counter that, you'll never get through to those people. It's
He's just
just not
crazy.
going to happen.
Can you ever get through to them in the first place? Think about that.
All
Even
right,
You
so
got to
we
try.
just
That doesn't
submit,
mean you
yo.
don't try. I mean, that doesn't mean you don't try, right?
We
You
just
know, I mean, just
submit.
because you don't think you're going to get through to your child for doing the right thing, does that mean you stop trying? You keep
these
trying.
aren't my. This isn't my child. These are grown men.
These are people. If you
That
care
people.
about them,
You're right. Gentlemen, I understand your
No.
point.
I mean,
I
you are
understand.
kind of wasting your breath, Mendy. I hate to
I
be
understand.
the bearer of bad news.
Can you somewhat? I know. Trust me. Can you somewhat understand my side? If I am open minded enough to understand your side, can you please allow me the same right and try to be open minded about what I'm saying?
I
Of
think
course.
everybody's here to
Should we
I
understand.
understand?
understand.
Should
I
we
We
can
agree to
understand, but
disagree.
that doesn't gonna stop this train.
But
That's
yeah,
No,
I
this
think that's
train
what you're
is
not
already.
understanding. This train is
And
off.
that's what I.
Is
we're
gone.
barreling down the
Yeah.
tracks.
It's barreling down the
The
tracks at
problem
this point.
was before a lot of us got into this community, into crypto, whoever was here before let that stuff slide. Rug pulls and money coming up, 30 million, 100 million, projects doing whatever they want. Nobody knows nothing. Now people coming in here that
Yeah, okay. Well, you heard it, guys. A community manager, Mendy, trying to let this individuals know to stop attacking other communities. Yet she gets fired for it. Alright, I'm going to play another set of audio where they continue to attack her and disrespect her. Once again, guys, open your ears. Be your own judge. Here we go.
Why is this any of
I
your
completely
business at all, though, Mendy? Why is this any of your business at all?
because I'm one of the people that's going to have to sit there and tell people,
No, you're
please stop
not.
fighting
no,
No,
you
you're
don't,
not.
Mindy.
Please,
No, you're
Mindy,
please
not.
stop this.
respectfully,
No, you're
no,
not.
you don't. You have nothing
No,
to do with this.
this
If
has
you
nothing to
invested
do
your
with you.
money how you invested your money, and you do what you do for your particular project. Outside of that, what happens in these other spaces, whatever, your team is handling what they handle, but us as investors, we want to handle things how we handle it. And if we gather our information, yes, we wouldn't mind taking this to the authorities and let them figure it out. But right now, we're gathering evidence to give to the authorities. But right now,
Good,
moving how we moving,
good.
We're
we're
building the
moving
case.
respectfully. We're asking the people that we need to ask these questions to, rather if it's Russ, if it's Cliff, if it's Tony, no matter who it is, whatever developer, whatever project, if it's something fishy and people have evidence, we're going to present it to the community and we're all going to come
And you
collectively together
should.
and go about it appropriately.
And you should. That's what I've been trying to say. You should get to the truth. Fighting, no. Truth, yes, is what
We,
I've been saying this entire time.
Listen,
we
but
get it, Mendy.
there's no getting to this
It's
truth
all love
without
and
fighting.
respect,
So
but
Faltron, listen, we off this topic. We done with this. We moving on. I want to hear from Rise Up and hear more about these wallets. I want to know what this damn spreadsheet is about. I want to know that. Like, we done with the peace talks. Like, I want to know what's going on with this shit because I got my money in it. Period. Point blank. We done talking about it. Go.
I would just like to see a little more support, and I'll just reiterate it one more
You
time.
got the support, Jonathan. You got the support from the
Jonathan,
people
you
you
have
need
the
to have it
support,
from.
brother.
You got the support, bro.
Can I just say one thing before Rise Up speaks?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, when did the oppressors become the oppressed? You know,
Right.
I've been a holder since July, and I've been waiting for our freedom fighters. Okay, I've been waiting for people to stick up for us. So Feltron, Shaka, Jonathan, Anime, thank you. Respectfully, in the nicest way, fuck people for who want you to be the better person in every single situation when you're the one being kicked on the ground. Okay, and Mendy, there have been times when you have not been the nicest as well. Okay, or have spoken to people. So please do not make it seem like these fine gentlemen here are being other than gentlemen and well-respected community members. So fuck this gaslighting these men who have been nothing but respectful, nothing but well-spoken individuals in this community who I respect and have respected from Jump Street. I've been in crypto for years, and I know when it's time to stand up. And you guys haven't been doing.
Alright, guys. As you heard that, they attacked her for trying to let them know to stop attacking other communities. So, Impact XP, your statement for letting her go, for firing her, it is fake news. We're here to expose the fakeness. Okay? Another thing is, there was an AMA from the Saitama developers, from the COO of Saitama, and apparently he supports that behavior that you just heard on audio. According to this right here, okay, he supports it. He should be ashamed of himself as well. Mr. Russ, listen to your own words. Listen to yourself.
On it. When beer, I'm buying. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's something that I think we can all use right now. It's been not just us, right? The community. The community's been frustrated. The community's been getting battered and bruised. You know, same with some of the Wolfpack OGs and hopefuls have been out there trying to combat the FUD, right, and trying to stay positive. But yeah, I mean, I'm just to put it this way, man. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? And I see a lot of critics, and everybody's an expert. Everybody's an IT expert. Everybody's a whatever, a genius of their own trade. There is
You heard it from Russ himself. Okay, Russ, maybe after listening to this video and all the audio files that I play for everybody, you can change your perspective there, Mr. Russ. Maybe you can come out and let your community know that it's not okay. It is not okay to attack other communities. You shouldn't be supporting this at all, Russ. Okay? Now, I'm going to play to you guys a live YouTube video, AMA, from the Shibnovi community, from the CEO, from the owner of Shibnovi. Listen to what he has to tell his community. This right here is what Russ and Jad should be doing. You guys should be telling your community that it's not okay to attack other communities or other projects. So Russ and Jad, both of you should be ashamed of yourself for supporting the drama and for supporting these individuals that call themselves the OGs, the Alpha Wolf, whatever it is that they call themselves. Okay? Listen to Cliff. This is what an owner should be doing right here.
would agree. But I will say it was a very interesting day. I need to. I've looked at a lot of messages, and I need to reiterate to our community, please, 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 do not talk bad about any other project or anybody else in another project. I'm seeing people still doing it, and I'm begging you guys, please just don't do it. We're better than that. We don't need to do that. I can say right now, I don't think it's any of our primary team or mods. We have community members that I think they're feeling. I mean, I know where it's coming from. They're trying to protect us. I don't get it, but don't just leave them alone. Just don't. It's not worth it, because surprisingly enough, I actually did talk to Valtron today.
Oh, nice.
I reached out this morning and asked him if he would call me, and he did. And I don't know. I think there's always multiple points of view. Let's put it like that. Because I know there has been talk about where we've felt like we've been attacked. But he said the same thing. He says he feels like he's like they've been attacked by our community. And that's why I'm asking everybody, please, just don't do it. It's not worth it. And then there's no question. There's no question if we're doing something or they're doing something. They're not. It's just like you said, our energy is much better spent on our project, trying to accomplish the things that we're trying to do. And that's why I ask everybody to spend their energy on. Just don't waste the time. If they want to talk bad, let them talk. Let them talk. Because you know what? And the message I conveyed to Valtron is once again, people are saying things without finding fact. You want to find out if something's real or not? Come here. Message me. Happy to answer your questions. And and I did that today with him about, he asked the wallet, because you saw everybody, I'm sure on Twitter has seen, they're asking, well, there's two wallets. There's two wallets that just got airdropped from the employer. Well, yes, they did. I've talked to you guys about this before. First of all, there are still airdrops for private settlers, for one. Because I also saw a video today, somebody else put out, that was going through all of the wallets, top 100 wallets, they said, and they were saying how it's fishy, and then there was airdrops, and then people are selling, and all this. Well, yes, there are airdrops. The private sailors still do not have their last 20%. And it's being held. We have pushed back, and we have pushed back, Because if you remember right, at the beginning, the private sailors were supposed to have all their tokens in the first weeks.
Before
we are now basically to a total of 6 months before they're going to get their last distribution. So they have concessioned. We have asked a lot of our private sailors, and they have for the most part the whole way through have obliged. And their last 20% isn't for another roughly, I have to look exactly, but roughly somewhere 4.5, 5 months, probably somewhere around there, that they'll get that distribution. So there's another set of airdrops, but the two wallets that they're talking about that were done 12 days ago, it's mine and Elsie's.
And you guys,
if you remember, I told you we didn't get any. We held ours back for months before we even got a distribution. So it's us.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to say, well, they're selling everything. I said, did you even look in the wallets? There's not one token sold out of either of them. This is the problem I have. It's like, come talk to us before you start spouting stuff off with no knowledge of what's really happening. Talk to us. I employ anybody out there. Come talk to us. Get the story first. Get the scoop.
And also, I think you're shortchanging it when you say most of the private sellers. I would say 98.5% or 99%. I think it's 98% of a little over 98% of the private buyers, I should say, are going by the rules. It's not just most; it's almost 100% of them.
And let me reiterate that too, because on the video today that the other guy put out, he wanted to say, well, all they're doing is selling. Yes, they're selling, but they're doing it. He wanted to say, well, look, this day and then this day and then this day and this day and this day. He can point out, and I'm looking at the time in between them, and I'm like, most of them have like multiple days in between each sell. I'm like, yeah, but they're getting 1 ETH now, and now it's even less. It was 4 ETH a day. Anytime that there's you got to be the 2-hour candles on the chart, and anytime there was 2 consecutive 2-hour candles that were green going up, that's when they could sell 1 ETH at a time, up to 4 ETH a day. Originally, for weeks now, it hasn't even been that. They've only been told they could do 1 ETH a day. So that was reduced again. So as I said, we have asked and asked and asked of our private sellers. And anybody who bought in at launch, they can do whatever they want. So right. I don't know how we can beat on our private sellers. We had 2 bad apples. I get that. Okay, that happened. But
53 out of 53.
Everybody else, everybody else has been following the rules, and we keep putting more rules in place because of everything that's happened. And then we had one private seller that donated the rest of his tokens to be burned because of the other one that didn't follow the rules. So they have been doing fantastic. I want to make that clear right now. So we have asked and asked of them. So for anybody to come in and up on our private sellers, that's just ridiculous. It's just totally ridiculous.
Yes, and there's also many of them that I know that volunteer in our community to help the project.
Well, that's the other thing, because they say, oh, look, they don't care. Because I listened to him on his video that he said, well, look, they don't care about this project because all they're doing is selling. Well, you know what? Behind the scenes, a lot of them have been helping with the project. They have been helping to get us influencers. They've been helping to get us, originally some of them on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and doing things behind the scenes to help with the project. So don't say things that you don't really know what's going on. You're speculating when you're sitting there looking at the blockchain. The blockchain shows things, but it doesn't necessarily tell you the whole story. So come and ask. Be a reporter. Do your due diligence and get the real scoop before you want to just put stuff out there. I'm just clearing the air here for all of the stuff tonight.
Well, you heard the man, Cliff himself. That is a perfect example of a leader right there. So Russ and Jad, you should be like Cliff. And for the world to see, you guys be your own judge. Who are the real fudders here? Who are the ones attacking other projects and communities? I am out.